traces in the silence of what we used to be, but all I find are empty spaces between you and me. The world keeps acting like it's normal, like nothing ever changed, but everything inside me feels rearranged. I carry fragments of your presence in ways I can't explain, a gentle kind of memory that stays. I thought that I would lose you fully with enough time apart, but some connections don't erase the heart. This is what remains of us now, a quiet aftertone, a soft and fading echo, all alone. And every sound that slips through silence feels like it knows my name. A love that never really left, but changed. I walk through days that feel familiar, but something isn't right. Like part of me is missing from the light. Even simple conversations feel half of what they were, like words forgot the meaning of her. The world keeps turning like it should, but I don't feel the spin, like I'm still somewhere in between. And then I thought I'd reach a final place where everything would end, but some beginnings never suspend. This is what remains of us now, no beginning, no end, just echoes of a feeling I defend. Every time the sound returns, it takes me back again to everything we used to be back then. Maybe love was never whole from the very start, just pieces learning how to stay in the heart. Was never ready to see it fall apart, so I keep what remains of us in my heart. Now I don't try to rebuild it, I let it stay, because even what remains has its way. The night becomes a quiet witness to what once was true, a love that still exists in you. And somewhere in what's left behind, you still feel near, a fragile kind of memory I keep here. This is what remains is true. We are not who we used to be, but not completely gone. Just something in between the lines, moving on. The shape of us has changed its form without a clear goodbye, like something slowly learning how to survive. I still recognize your silence in the way you look away, as if we're both avoiding yesterday. I thought we'd stay the same forever, like time would not erase. But even love reshapes itself with space. Look at what we become now, not broken, not whole, just pieces of a story we don't control. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows our name, a love that changed its meaning but stayed. We speak in softer conversations, careful what we show, like we're afraid of where the truth might go. Even memories feel different when I think of you and me, like they belong to someone else. I see the world keeps moving like it always did, but we don't move the same, like something in our rhythm changed. I thought that endings would be final, but this is not the end, just something we can't fully defend. Look at what we become now, no beginning, no last line, just quiet transformations over time. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything we almost were back then. Maybe love was never meant to stay in one fixed place. It bends and shifts and learns its shape. And maybe I was never ready for something so unclear, so I keep what we become here. Now I don't try to name it, I let it be, because even changing love is part of me. The night becomes a quiet witness, to what we are. A love that didn't vanish, but scar. And somewhere in what we became, you still feel near. A fragile kind of distance I keep here. Look at what we become now, still standing in between. A quiet kind of ending, unseen. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. What we become is true. I try to fill the space you left behind with ordinary days, but everything I do still finds your ways. Even silence feels familiar now, like it knows your name, as if it never learned to change. I smile when people talk to me like I'm still the same inside, but they don't see what I keep denied. I told myself I'd move ahead, that I would be okay, but missing you doesn't fade that way. I'm still missing you in quiet ways that never disappear. A gentle kind of absence I keep near, and every echo in the silence feels like it pulls me through to everything I never stopped with you. I walk through places we once shared like nothing ever was, but every corner keeps your shape, because even time doesn't erase it, it only softens lines. But what we had still lives inside my mind. The world keeps speaking like it knows, but I don't hear the same. Everything feels incomplete without your name. I thought the distance would be healing, that space would set me free, but missing you became part of me. I'm still missing you in quiet ways that no one ever sees. A silent kind of longing in me, and every time the sound returns, it takes something warm and real to storm. And maybe I was never ready to let it drift away, so I keep missing you each day. Stay, because even missing you has its way. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that still exists in chains. And somewhere in the missing distance, you still feel true, a quiet kind of memory I go through. I'm still missing you in quiet ways that never let me go, a fading kind of feeling I know. And if the world forgets the reason I still hold on to you, I'm still missing you, it's true. It's true. I don't fight the feeling anymore, I let it stay with me, like something I was meant to keep unfree. The days don't heal the way they promised, they only rearrange the way I hold your memory through change. I carry you in quieter ways that no one ever sees, a gentle kind of weight in me. I thought that time would take you out of everything I knew, but time just taught me how to live with you. I'll hold on until it fades, if it ever really does, a soft and steady breaking of us. And every echo in the silence feels like it understands, a love that never leaves me, but it can't stand. I walk through life without a hurry, just moving through the stream, like everything I touch now is less than it seems. Even happiness feels distant, like it doesn't know my name, as if I'm not the same again. The world keeps spinning like it always did, but I don't feel the turn, like I'm still waiting for a lesson to learn. I thought I'd reach a final moment where I would feel release, but nothing here is final, at least. I'll hold on until it fades, even if it never goes. A quiet kind of memory that grows. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back through time to everything that still feels mine. Maybe love was never built to leave without a trace. It stays inside the smallest space. And maybe I was never ready to say it's truly gone, so I keep holding on long. Now I don't ask for answers, I let it be, because even fading love is part of me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that softly lingers in my veins. And somewhere in the fading light, you still exist, a fragile kind of memory I can't resist. I'll hold on until it fades, if fading ever comes, a quiet kind of ending undone. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you until it fades. It's true. I read your silence like a message I was never meant to keep, hidden meanings underneath what you didn't speak. Every pause felt like a language I tried to understand, but nothing ever stayed the same in my hand. We said so little, but it carried more than words could show, like something neither of us knew how to let go. I thought I heard you clearly in everything unsaid, silence builds its own truth in my head. It's all between the lines now that I keep replaying through, a quiet kind of story about us two. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows my name, a love that never spoke aloud but came. I walk through memories half written, like pages torn apart, where every missing word still feels like heart. Even time feels like a riddle I can't quite solve or place, like everything we were is lost in space. The world keeps talking in full sentences, but I hear something else, like fragments of what we became ourselves. I thought that clarity would help me to finally be free, but some things only make sense quietly. It's all between the lines now that I still can't read right, a soft and blurred reminder every night. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything we almost said back then. Maybe love was never spoken, it lived in what we hid, in all the things we nearly did. And maybe I was never ready to read it as it was, so I keep living between, because now I don't try to decode it, I let it be, because even hidden meaning shapes me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what we were, a love that lived between the lines in blur. And somewhere in that silence you still feel true, a fragile kind of meaning I go through. It's all between the lines now that never fade away, a quiet kind of love that stays. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you between the lines. keep searching for the moment where you start to fade away, but every memory I reach for still wants to stay. It's hard to tell where you end now and where I begin, like something in my story won't give in. The past still breathes in quiet corners I never left behind, a gentle kind of confusion in my mind. I thought the time would draw a line and make it clear to see, but nothing ever separates you from me. Where you end and I begin is something I can't find, a blurred and fragile boundary in my mind. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows the truth of everything we became, me and you. I walk through days without direction, like I'm half of what I was, as if I lost the other part, because even silence feels divided between then and now, like nothing really answers how. The world keeps acting like it knows me, but I don't feel the same, like I'm just carrying fragments of your name. I thought I'd feel more whole by now, but I feel split in two between what I became and you. Where you end and I begin keeps shifting every day, a quiet kind of confusion won't go away. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back once more to everything we used to be before. Maybe love was never simple, it blurred the lines between two hearts that slowly turned unseen. And maybe I was never ready to separate us clean, so I keep you in my ending, in my in-between. Blur, because even unclear endings still occur. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that never fully left its chains. And somewhere in that blurred horizon, you still feel true, a fragile kind of ending I go through. Where you end and I begin is something I can't say, a quiet kind of merging that won't It's you. I wake up and I act the same, like nothing ever changed. But everything I feel inside has rearranged. I answer questions with a smile that doesn't mean a thing, just habits I keep using to keep everything. The world keeps moving past my face without a second glance, as if I'm just another part of circumstance. I thought it would be obvious the way I'm coming undone, but even pain can hide itself from everyone. No one notices the quiet fall that happens in my chest, a silent kind of breaking I suppress. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows my name, but no one else can hear it just the same. I walk through days like I'm transparent, like I'm not really here, watching life go on without me clear. Even voices in the distance don't reach where I stand, like I'm just holding emptiness in my hand. The hours pass without permission. They don't ask me to stay. They just keep taking pieces away. I thought someone might have seen it, the way I drift apart, but silence hides the cracks inside my heart. No one notices the quiet fall, the way I slowly break, a hidden kind of sorrow I can't shake. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything I never showed back then. Maybe pain doesn't announce itself, it learns to disappear. It wears a face that looks like calm and clear. And maybe I was never ready to be so out of sight, so I keep falling silently each night. Now I don't expect to be seen, I let it go, because even in space, you still remain a fragile kind of presence in my strain. No one notices the quiet fall, but I feel every part, a silent kind of ending in my heart. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you, even if no one notices. It's true. Gave a final sentence, no closing of the door, just silence that kept stretching evermore. I kept expecting something clearer, a moment I could name, but you just slowly disappeared, the same. No anger, no last conversation, no words to mark the end, just distance, learning how to be a friend. I thought I needed closure to finally move ahead, but silence can be louder than what was said. There was no final goodbye from you, just fading in the air, a quiet kind of leaving, everywhere. Every echo in the silence still calls your name to me, a love that never ended, technically. I walk through days that feel unfinished, like pages left half read, where every thought still circles what we said. Even time feels less important, like it lost its weight, when everything we had just slowly changed its state. The world keeps talking like it knows me, but I don't feel the same, like I'm still stuck inside the space you became. I thought that endings came with structure, a moment I could see, but some departures happen quietly. There was no final goodbye from you, no line to mark the fall, just absence, learning how to be it all. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything we didn't say back then. Maybe love doesn't need a finish to stop existing here. It just dissolves into the air, and fear near. I don't wait for answers, I let it stay, because even unfinished things have their way. The night becomes a quiet witness to what we knew, a love that never said goodbye, but withdrew. And somewhere in that ending space, you still remain, a fragile kind of silence in my pain. There was no final goodbye from you, just echoes left behind. Gave a final sentence, no closing of the door, just silence that kept stretching evermore. I kept expecting something clearer, a moment I could name, but you just slowly disappeared, the same. Conversation, no words to mark the end, just distance, learning how to be a friend. I thought I needed closure to finally move ahead, but silence can be louder than what was said. There was no final goodbye from you, just fading in the air, a quiet kind of leaving everywhere, and every echo in the silence still calls your name to me, a love that never ended, technically. I've been drifting through the hours without a place to land, like every step I take is slipping through my hand. The world keeps moving in its rhythm, but I fall out of time, as if I lost the part of me that used to align. Even silence feels less empty than it used to be before, because now it only reminds me what I'm searching for. I thought I'd find my balance if I just kept moving on, but drifting doesn't end when you're gone. pieces of myself I lost with you. I pass through days like passing shadows without leaving a trace, like I'm a stranger to the moments I face. Even time feels unreliable, it bends without a plan, like nothing ever holds its shape in my hand. The city lights look unfamiliar, like they've forgotten me, as if I'm just a passing thought at sea. I thought that I would feel direction once I let you go, but drifting only shows me what I know. I'm just drifting without you now. No anchor, no reply, a quiet kind of motion passing by. And every time the sound returns, it drags me back again to everything I lost in you back then. Maybe love was just a harbor I never learned to stay, and maybe I was never ready to drift away. So I carry every distance inside my chest, a wandering kind of silence, I confess. Now I don't try to stop it, I let it be, because even drifting endlessly is part of me. The night becomes a quiet ocean without a shore in sight, a love that never taught me how to write. And somewhere in the moving distance, you still feel near, a fragile kind of memory I hold dear. I'm just drifting without you now, through everything I knew, a fading kind of journey without you. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on true. I'm still drifting without you. It's you. It's you. I stand at what feels like the ending without a final word, just everything we never fixed or heard. The space between us feels familiar, like it learned our shape, a quiet kind of distance we can't escape. I don't reach out the way I used to. I've learned to let it be, but letting go is not the same as free. I thought we'd find a way to meet halfway in the dark, but even love can miss its mark. It's one last distance between us now that time cannot erase, a final kind of silence in its place. And every echo in the silence feels like it knows the truth of everything we lost in us, me and you. We talk like nothing really happened, but everything has changed, like something in our story rearranged. Even simple moments feel uncertain, like they don't know our name, as if we're still together but not the same. The world keeps moving past us gently without a second glance, but we are standing in the middle of what we had by chance. I thought that we could fix it if we just stayed around, but some distances don't close once they're found. It's one last distance between us now that grows with every day, a quiet kind of ending in its way. And every time the sound returns, it pulls me back again to everything we almost were back then. Maybe love was never meant to stay aligned and still. It bends and breaks in ways we feel. And maybe I was never ready to watch it fall apart, so I carry this last distance in my heart. Try to cross it, I let it stand, because even final distances are planned. The night becomes a quiet witness to what we knew, a love that ended softly but grew. And somewhere in that ending space, you still remain, a fragile kind of distance in my pain. It's one last distance between us now that never goes away, a quiet kind of ending every day. And if the world forgets the reason Mm.